Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Mind Map. Today's topic of discussion is Prime Minister. First of all, we will discuss about the introduction of the topic. Then we will discuss about appointment of Prime Minister, qualification, other provisions, roles and responsibilities of Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, and lastly, practice questions. First of all, moving on to the introduction of the topic. In the Indian parliamentary system, the President is the nominal executive authority, that is de jure executive, and Prime Minister is the real executive authority, de facto executive. In other words, the President is the head of the state and Prime Minister is the head of the government. Article 75 of the Indian Constitution mentions that a Prime Minister is one who is appointed by the President. There is no specific procedure for his election or appointment. Now moving on to appointment of Prime Minister. As per Article 75 of the Constitution, the Prime Minister is appointed by the President. However, the Constitution does not mention any specific procedure for selection and appointment of the Prime Minister. In practice and in accordance with the conventions of the parliamentary system of government, the President appoints the leader of the majority party in the Lok Sabha as the Prime Minister. When no party holds a clear majority in the Lok Sabha, the President may use their discretion in selecting and appointing the Prime Minister. In such cases, the President usually chooses the leader of the largest party or coalition in the Lok Sabha as Prime Minister and requests that they obtain a vote of confidence from the House within a month. Now let's discuss about qualification of a Prime Minister. To be eligible to be appointed as the Prime Minister, a person must fulfill the following qualifications. She or he must be a citizen of India. She or he must be a member of either Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha at the time of taking oath or should be a member of any house within 6 months. She or he should have completed his 30 years if he is a member of the Rajya Sabha or can be 25 years of age if he is a member of the Lok Sabha. She or he must not hold any office of profit under the Government of India. Now let's have a look at other provisions. First is oath of office and secrecy. The Constitution provides that any person being appointed as the Prime Minister before entering upon his office shall make and subscribe an oath of office and secrecy in the presence of the President of India. In his oath of office, the Prime Minister swears to bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of India, to uphold sovereignty and integrity of India, to faithfully and conscientiously discharge duties of his office, and to do right to all people in accordance with the Constitution and the law without fear, favor, or ill will. In his oath to secrecy, the PM swears not to reveal any matter that is brought under his consideration as a Union Minister except required for due discharge of duties. Second is term of office. The term of the PM is not fixed and he holds office during the pleasure of the President. However, as long as the PM enjoys the majority support in the Lok Sabha, he cannot be dismissed by the President. The normal term of the Prime Minister's office is 5 years, but it is automatically reduced if the House is dissolved. Also, in case of loss of confidence, majority of the Lok Sabha, the PM must resign or the President can dismiss him. Third is salary. The Prime Minister's salary and allowances are set by Parliament on a regular basis. He is paid the same salary and allowances as a member of Parliament. He also receives a stipend, free housing, a travel allowance, medical care, and other benefits. Now let's discuss about roles and responsibilities of Prime Minister. First is with respect to the Council of Ministers. The PM recommends a person to the President for appointment as ministers. Portfolio allocation. The Prime Minister has the ability to appoint ministers to portfolios. Chairman of the Cabinet. The Prime Minister presides over Cabinet sessions as the Chairman of the Cabinet. If there is a significant difference of opinion among the members, he has the authority to enforce his judgment. The PM can ask for the resignation of any minister. He guides, directs, controls, and coordinates the activities of all the ministers. If the PM resigned from his office, the Council of Ministers also collapsed. Representative, the Prime Minister is the country's official representative at high-level international gatherings. Second is in relation with the President. Chief Advisor, the PM acts as a principal channel of communication between the President and Council of Ministers. He serves as the President's chief advisor. The PM has to communicate the decision of the Council of Ministers relating to administration of affairs of the Union and proposal for legislation to the President. The PM advises the President regarding appointment of the various important officials like Attorney General, CAG, Chairman and member of the UPSC, Chairman and member of the Finance Commission, and so on. Third is with respect to the Parliament. The Prime Minister is the leader of the lower house. The PM can recommend the President about the prorogued and summoning the sessions of the Parliament. The PM can recommend the dissolution of the Lok Sabha at any time to the President. The PM announces the government policies on the floor of the houses. Some other functions and powers of the PM are: the PM is the chairman of Niti Aayog, NDC, National Integration Council, National Water Resource Council, and Interstate Council. The PM also acts as chief spokesman of the Union government. Now let's discuss about Deputy Prime Minister. The office of the Deputy Prime Minister is not specified in the Constitution, although 7 persons have occupied such a position since the commencement of the Constitution. The first Deputy Prime Minister of India was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in the Jawaharlal Nehru's cabinet. The 7th and the last Deputy Prime Minister was L.K. Advani during the time of Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee in 2002. Now it's time for the practice questions. First of all, prelims based question. The Prime Minister of India at the time of his or her appointment need not necessarily be a member of one of the houses of the Parliament, but must become a member of one of the houses within 6 months. Need not necessarily be a member of one of the houses of the Parliament, but must become a member of the Lok Sabha within 6 months. Must be a member of one of the houses of the Parliament or must be a member of the Lok Sabha. And now mains question. The government is the master of the country and the Prime Minister is the master of the government. In this context, discuss the functions and powers of the Prime Minister as the head of the government. So that's all for today. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.